Hi guys, it's Peter. Hope you guys are having a nice week. It's Wednesday's almost over here. I had decently nice day off. For longest time, I think my day off has been like either Tuesday or Wednesday because I work in restaurant business. And for many of us who work in restaurant, whether you're kitchen, dishwasher, server, assistant manager, general manager, partner, owner, chefs. I think for many of us in this industry, um, it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, like kind of Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and normal Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's not really weekend for us. Uh, just want to talk to you guys, give some updates, and also kind of imagining myself if 23-year-old Peter were to see this. I just want to talk to him because recently I've been having a lot of thought, especially one under for one subject, career change. And by talking to my younger self, maybe you guys can, kind of hear me out and relate to yourself too. I am 33 years old right now. My name is Peter. And Peter, it's been 10 years. You married relatively young. And unfortunately, your first marriage didn't work out, but life just has its way. Um, so many unpredictable things happen. You're like a type A person, I know. You try to organize everything. Even before you start anything, you somehow come up with 100 steps ahead and visualize it and try to execute. That hasn't changed. But one thing did change is that when things don't go according to the plan, I'm more content. I don't get all riled up and get angry. In some sense, I got more patient. In some sense, I got more quiet. Not necessarily less confident, just I have more patience to listen to what other people have to say. And I also now don't get so riled up when people criticize me. I used to. I just couldn't take it. I would just, over my head, such a high pride for no reason, even though I haven't even accomplished anything. But you always had an ambition, high drive. I think because we came from nothing and we just felt like life was unfair and always asking why. Then wise people would say, why not? Why not you? But I still always just asked why, right? Because I don't want this. You complain. I think I still complain. Don't worry. That hasn't changed. But you rolled up your sleeve. I still roll up my sleeve. One thing that hasn't changed is that, I still know no one is going to give you free handout. If you want something, you gotta go get it, not wait for somebody to give it to you. I vaguely remember you wanted house, even though you had no idea how to get a house. I did get it. I hope you're proud of me. Not exactly the way I imagine I would. Imagine we would. We don't live there. Our name is in it. So I hope you're proud of me. I have some money saved up. Remember, we had no money at all. And every time we would deposit those $7 or $10 in our Bank of America, we would just wondering ourselves, what the hell am I doing with my life? Somehow managed to have a lovely lady waiting for you at home, though. I still don't understand why she did that. Felt like I was just a big mouth and just big dreams. Maybe she believed in us that eventually we'll execute. I am not millionaire. I'm sorry, but I think I will get there. A little later than we anticipated, but we're getting there. That I can promise you. Um, things are smoother with mom and brother. Um, I don't know why we try so hard to be distant from them. Everyone has stories. We had story too. I know, but now I look back. I'm 10 years older. One thing I realize is I don't have all the time in the world. I don't feel like Superman anymore. We used to, right? Um, I get hurt more than you know. I don't recover fast like we used to. It's humbling. It's very humbling. So we see other people grow old. Some of our friends are married too. They go through career change. Some became father. Some became mother. Some, unfortunately, didn't do so well. Life, it's just so unpredictable. It was. The 10 years experienced that I felt, it went by so fast. And it was just so unpredictable. Felt like a roller coaster. Such a happy moment, such a sad moment. Uh, there were times that was not easy at all. Not at all. But I am proud that I pushed through and I am alive right here, right now. Didn't accomplish everything we said we would, but I think we did okay. So I think we should make amend to cherish everyone who was in our life for that 10 years, who made memories, good and bad, together, because all those memories shape to be who I am and what I am right now. And apparently, according to many people, I turned out to be okay, even though sometimes I feel like that's not entirely true. I'm not dentist. I'm sorry. I couldn't make it, but I did my best not to be embarrassed and ashamed in front of any dentist. I live my life hard, Peter. Day in, day out, I did. I really did. That I can confidently tell you. That I'm not embarrassed of how hard I lived the 10 years. I learned definitely a lot. I learned my strength, I learned my weakness, and I learned no matter how smart you are, how strong you are, we need people to live this life. We alone cannot take the world. We need help. And it's very okay to embrace help. I wanted to talk to you because I wanted to tell you I'm really, really thinking about one last career change. Restaurant industry taught me so many things. Patience really taught me different level of patience. Especially one lesson I learned is sometimes letting other people win is actually win for me. I never understood that 10 years ago. I know so well what that means now. Another thing I learned is I became very intuitive what people are thinking. What I need to do that moment, a very specific moment in time to please that person. It's a valuable skill. I learned that in the restaurant. How to instantly try to persuade and convince other human being to feel better. I don't think it's something I could have learned if I became dentist. I saw, unfortunately, many bad side of human in the restaurant industry. Um, Helped me to be careful, trusting people. Restaurant business taught me more than I can say, more than I can think. It definitely paid the bills and helped me attain, although we may not think it's a lot, it helped me attain everything I have right now. For 33 years old, it's not that bad. So we should be proud. Restaurant was second career pivot. Third time the charm, American people say, right? So this is it. I am young, but not that young. I'm old, but not that old. I'm in that gray area where one change is still a possibility. So we are gonna take it. I ask myself a lot though. Because initially, Peter, I was gonna drag this out. I think that is really the best way to say it. I was gonna drag this out 2 more years to save or accumulate about $200,000 more. 1 year, $100,000. and I would be age of 35. Something my mom said the other day kind of stuck in my head recently. 2 years that I will drag just for that mere $200,000. I'm settling down my 2 years with $200,000. So recently I asked myself, if someone were to ask me or give me an offer, Peter, I will give you 2 years to go back versus I'll give you $200,000. What would I choose? What would you choose? Undeniably, I think answer we already know that I would choose 2 years. Because when I become 35, just like when I became 25, I wanted to go back to 23. When I became 27, I wanted to go back to 25. 29, 27, 31, 29, 33, back to 31. When I finally become 35, I will do anything to be 33 again. So between the choice of 2 years versus $200,000, I know technically I'm supposed to stop now. Stop the restaurant industry now and make the change now. Although high chances when I change career, most likely I won't be able to accumulate $200,000. There's a small chance. Maybe I'll exceed. So I'm thinking deeply, Peter, what I'm supposed to do. 10 years ago, I didn't take the provider responsibility this seriously, but you learn to. I'm 33 now, and the responsibility that I hold as a provider is the biggest responsibility and number one priority. So, although sometimes it is absolutely true, you just gotta rather make the bold decision than over complicate things. I'm trying to be rational, not driven by emotion, mathematically speaking, but also statistically speaking, thinking about probability, chances, what might be right step for me. So be patient with me, but I will decide very soon. And I also wanted to come back 10 years later to this very video and see if I did what I say I would right now. I'm 33 years old. I am Peter. And 10 years from now, I'll be 43. People say actually nowadays for 2026, for men, 40 is their prime. Because we gonna probably live very long on average. If that's the case, I really, really want to feel like when I'm 43, I am holding that flame brightly. Flame so bright that feels like it's not gonna die for any time soon. I hope I finally live in house, not a rental property. Not, oh yeah, I have a house, but it's rental property. No. I have a house, it's a primary residence, and me and my wife, we live there. I hope I'm millionaire. But the most important part is that 10 years later, when I'm richer, I hope it does not amplify the bad parts of me. I hope 10 years later, when I am financially richer, I work less. I spend time more with my family. That I am less greedy than now. That I'm less chasing numbers than now. And I hope I am way more content than now. I hope to appreciate what I have than what I don't have 10 years later. I hope my wife, my current wife, still stays with me as my current wife, and our love only grew stronger. It would be nice to have a little Peter too. It would be very, very nice. But 10 years from now, I hope all those things, but most importantly, the people I love, my families and friends, are healthy and alive. Notably, my wife, my mother, my brother, my cousins, my wife's family, and my friends, and all the people that cherished my life together. I hope they're all healthy and happy and content. And I hope 10 years later, I learn to give more. That 10 years later, I hope I have more time and I actually volunteer again in the animal shelter. 10 years later, I hope I smile more and complain less. 10 years later, I hope I took care of myself well, where I do not become burden to my wife. 10 years later, not only are we still saying the grace before we eat, but me and my wife go to church. I hope 10 years later, I could come back to this video and tell myself that I'm content and I'm proud and I did well. And 10 years later, I hope whatever career change I make very soon, that I not just did enough to get by, but I really excelled. Because this will be the career that I will be passionate about. That I don't feel like I have to drag myself every morning to go to work, but I'm actually happy to go to work. That I hope I smile still at the end of the day, even if the day was tough. I think you can do it, Peter. Let's just not give up on life. From 23 to 33, we learned that life is not easy at all. It's pretty darn tough. It is so complicated and simply, in a way, designed to be excitingly tough. Literally like a roller coaster. And that's okay, because that means we are very much alive. And we ought to be very blessed and grateful that we are alive. So let us not take this precious life for granted. Let's seize the day, carpe diem, and let's show this life that even though life is tough, we know how to fight back too. Thanks for watching, everyone. You're not alone. Life is tough. Career change happens. Really stressful. Big life decision. I am going through it right now. It's nerve wracking, actually. But I think God will show me the way. And whatever path He shows me, my job is simply say thank you and do my best. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.